Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Whatever time it is, wherever you're coming from. Cowboys Nation, you know the drill. Welcome to the Double XO Show.
What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the Double XO Show. I am your host, Zach White, and with me, as always, my girl, Camber Michelle. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Ready to jump into 5-1 with this matchup against the Patriots here. So, yeah. Look at us.
I'm living high. I know. Who'd have
Doesn't
thought?
it feel good? It's God.
I'm loving it.
Compared to last year, going from that to this, I mean, living the dream.
Right.
I'm on the beach somewhere sipping pina coladas. You know, it's great.
Life is good, Billy Ray.
Yeah. I love it.
Just enjoying every moment of it. You know, we want to look forward to Super Bowl and we want to project, but you know what? Right now, we need to be living in the moment, embracing what we have, and
that's it. One game at a time, man. One game at a time. You know, I'm just enjoying the victories, and there's projections, and there's a lot of excitement and hype, and that's fun, and it's great to buy into. But right now, I'm trying to get one game at a time. Right now, it's the Patriots, and that is going to be our focus today on the show. But before we dive in, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel and press that notification button because we got a lot of great content coming out. And go over to starboys.com. We got Talking Boys with the boys, and as of recently, Talking Boys with the girls, which Cam is also hosting as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of great content, and the Star Boys report with Joseph Massey, of course, as well. So definitely stay tuned and, follow, like, and subscribe. But the game here, and I got up my little graphic. I got Bill Belichick over there and Mike McCarthy on the other side. And it's not really that close. But the game plan it's Bill Belichick. Really, if we want to break this down, simplify it, I mean, we can go to all the different players. But for me, Bill Belichick is the main concern in this game. He's going to have his players prepared, and he's going to exploit some weaknesses. And Cam, you kind of touched up on that. Me and you talked a little bit earlier about him kind of looking at somebody like Tyler Biadasz, and he said something, right?
Right. You know, he came out and he talked about the Cowboys and this team and how we're performing. And he went through and he mentioned Travis Frederick wasn't there, and he was the last time we met him. And he didn't point out anything, but the whole thing of him saying something specific about Frederick makes me think that he's going to be honing in on Biadasz. And that is the weak link on that line. So
yeah, 100%. And I think that's something that we're going to be seeing. I think we're going to be seeing some stunts and stuff. And you got Judon right now, 6.5 sacks already on the season. So he's definitely going to be a matchup nightmare, someone we have to look out for. I'm not too worried because we got guys like Zach Martin and Tyron Smith. But they're going to be looking – Bill Belichick is going to be looking to exploit any weakness he can within this offense, and that is the one. So but defensively, and we're going to kind of jump back and forth, defensively for them, the thing that I see in a matchup is right now their injuries kind of hit them pretty hard, right? So I think the only corner to be concerned about right now would have to be J.C. Jackson. He's got 2 interceptions so far this season. He looks decent, but God, I feel like a broken record. We keep bringing this up every show, but it's true. With the amount of weapons that we have, what are you going to stop? And pick your poison again. I'm probably going to say it every week until the end of this year because that's really what it's just become. It's pick your poison. CD, or Schultz, or whoever. He's got to catch the ball now.
Yeah, if you're going to stop the run, we're going to pass. If you're going to try and stop our pass, which I don't see them having the capability of doing, we're going to run.
I don't.
Even with our new fullback McGovern back there. So.
Yeah. Kellen's in his bag. And that's exactly. I don't feel like even Bill Belichick. I think he's going to scheme against us, and it's going to be maybe a little bit closer than we thought, but I just don't see him being with the way that our players match up with their players, the personnel. I just don't see them being able to really hold us down offensively. And I know they do have a defense. I believe they're fifth overall with run defense.
Right.
So they're going to definitely be looking to stop the run, but they're 20th, I believe, in third down conversion. They're on where they're at. So again, this is just, it feels. I don't want to say it's a walk in the park. I'm not going to say that because again, there are.
Yeah. It's Belichick.
It's Belichick. It's Belichick,
right.
And he will be definitely looking at some film in any way he can to exploit us. But let's go ahead and dive in onto the other side of the ball with Mac Jones and company over there. What is there anything that you're seeing within the Patriots that may be somewhat concerning?
No. That offensive line is hurt. It's hurt. I think Randy and Micah and the boys are going to have themselves a day, to tell you the truth. They're going to, and there's going to be so much pressure on Mac, and we know he likes to throw up the center. That side is not bothering me at all. And, we know that Bill is really good at adapting, but what we've seen so far, so's Dan Quinn and so's Kellen. And if they don't know what's coming at them, it's kind of hard to predict for it. So when you've got Shaq Mason and Wynn and, and then Damian Harris being out, and that puts the ball in Bolden's hands. Not worried about that.
Yeah.
Not worried about that at all.
I'm not. It seems like a lot with the Patriots is they haven't really been able to finish drives this season.
Right. And our run block win is at 74% right now.
See, there you go. Yeah. And
exactly.
And right now their red zone offense, I believe, is 37%, so they're like 31st in the league. They're not able to finish drives, and I feel like we can really take advantage of that. And you got, Mac Jones, I think he's already thrown. Has he thrown 4 interceptions already?
Yes.
I believe it's 4.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
God, and again, the graphic. I got Mac Jones at the bottom. I got Diggs on the other side. Just don't test him. Don't test Diggs. If you want to survive, no, but we do want you to. But we don't. But we do. But we don't.
Right.
Yeah, for your sake as a player, he's a rookie. He's going to make rookie mistakes, and that's kind of been the MO of this offense. And it's a really young offense, and we're talking about their offensive line. Like you said, Isaiah Wynn is out, and that they're really just kind of banged up at that position. In particular, Damian Harris is out. Yeah,
their kicker.
Yeah,
on top of it all.
Yeah, exactly. So. James White's still out, so there's. Yeah. These they're just really banged up, man. They've really kind of taken their lumps. Not that everybody in the league has it. I'm not going to make excuses for them. Okay, let's slow down. Y'all still got Bill Belichick,
right?
But this should be a rollover game. It really should be. I don't want to sleep on it, and I'm not going to say that, but there's really not a contest. It just doesn't feel. Again, the talent just doesn't match up, and I've seen crazy things happen. Okay, we have seen crazy things happen. We have seen a loss to Sam Darnold-led Jets. We have seen things like that. But this one, to me, just really feels kind of like a rollover game. And the thing that I really want to touch upon, too, is the potential that this team has, right? I feel like we haven't really scratched the surface of the potential. Even if we're talking about last week against the Giants, there was quite a bit of mistakes right there at the beginning of the game with an interception.
Oh, yeah. That first half was a bit sloppy until that 49-yard.
From Tyler B. Like, there's and drops from Schultz. There's some things in there that, like, we're not in full form yet. And we're still damn near putting up 40 points a game, right? So that's huge. And I think we're going to expand and grow upon that. But we're not even touching up on what else we have coming in.
Right.
So you got right now.
Do we dare say we have depth?
Do we dare
when they come back? What?
God! That doesn't sound right. Not the Cowboys. Not the Dallas Cowboys. no such a thing as
Yep.
depth. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean,
Yeah.
God, you got again, and just the bigger names. This is big names for our team. I mean, you still got Gallup, Collins, offensively, and then defensively, you got D. Law, and then you got Gallimore. So
And Wilson.
and Wilson
And Donovan Wilson, which Curse has been doing very well in that position.
Yeah.
I mean, these are really wonderful problems to have.
Exactly.
That,
Yes, it's glorious. And Calvin Joseph
Exactly.
too. Calvin Joseph
Right,
is
right.
kind of limited. He's returning. So this is great. Like once these guys start coming back, and most of these guys, probably not all of them, but most of them are going to start coming back after the bye week. Probably maybe right after the bye week. So that's
Right.
kind of the expected return. But man, like doesn't it sound crazy that we're just scratching the surface of a team that's putting up 30 plus points a game offensively? It's insane.
Absolutely.
It's insane. So
Yeah. And I know some people have mentioned Tristan Hill, but let's be realistic. It's been 300 and almost 70 days since his injury.
Full
Dak broke his ankle, had 2 surgeries, and the shoulder problem.
The future for Hill is not looking bright here.
No.
And he's not even a viable trade asset, honestly. I feel like he's definitely, and we'll keep him here definitely probably for the rest of the season, maybe actually. But it feels like at this point in time, unless he really finally, when he does, who knows the hell when he's going to come back, but when he does, unless he can really prove himself, and he's going to have to step up his game in a massive way, he's really leaning towards a cut candidate for next year. I
agree.
There's just been too many problems, too many injuries, and we have never really seen the full potential in him. We've never seen enough. And granted, he started to have a little bit of a decent season, or at the beginning of the season last year, and then, that ended shortly. So,
Right.
Yeah, I'm just.
Let me ask you this. So, who would you want to win tonight, Tampa Bay or Philly? So, if we could potentially be up 3 games, or are we looking for that home field advantage?
It's not really. It's not. It is a question, but it's not a question. I've seen this brought up. I've seen Marcus Mosher bring it up. And
Me and JC went back and forth. Jeff Kavanaugh went, a little bit back and forth about it on there today, and I see his point, but
no,
up 3 games in the East.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't root for the Eagles. I can never root for the Eagles in any given situation. I don't care if they're 0-17 and they need to. Well, maybe I might give it a second. I won't root for them, but I would prefer them to win. But yeah, no, I totally get it. And we do need and we do want to see, those guys especially go down. So because we are talking, I mean, it feels early to be talking home field advantage. But that is exactly it. It's just too early. And do I expect the Eagles to step up and hand a loss to the Buccaneers? Not really.
No.
Not really. So it's not even really a conversation. So hell no, I'm not going to root for them. They have plenty of opportunities to lose some games. The Bucs do within the season. So no, I'm not rooting for the Eagles. Never can, never will. I don't care.
Right. And to be 3 games up already in the East.
Isn't that
so soon?
God. I keep referencing. I feel like I keep going back to God. Who is it? Paul Rudd, and he's eating the wings. Look at
Not
us.
me.
Look at us.
Who's not?
Yeah. Look at us. Yeah. I keep imagining. I'm like, this is crazy, right? That what we're experiencing, and we haven't been 4-1 since 2016, and we all remember the excitement around that team that year. So it feels like the sky's the limit. And I overheard you guys talking about we're playing these soft teams or whatever, and I'm not going to buy that. I'm not buying that at all.
The Chargers, they're not soft. Tampa Bay's not soft.
No.
Carolina, up to that point in time, nobody thought was soft.
No, exactly, exactly. So, when we're talking about the Giants and we're talking about the Eagles, yeah, maybe they're soft. I can be honest about that, but They were, and what happened? You know what I mean? It wasn't like they were soft teams and we played very close game with them. You know, we won by 3. They got blown out the water. You beat bad teams that way, the way that you're supposed to. So,
we've outscored our opponents 170 to 117.
Say that again. Just say that again. I just everybody to hear that.
170 to 117. Outscored them.
God,
we like it.
We're up. If we're being honest, and there's some top offensives, but in comparison, if you had to pick one, or actually, you know what? Just give me a quick list. If you had to stop 1 through 4 of the top offenses in the league, who's your number 1 right now? And just try to keep this as unbiased as possible, even though it will be.
I'm going to keep it as unbiased as I can. Honestly, at this point, I might be leaning towards Arizona.
Okay.
So, just because, it seems, and I haven't really, I'd have to dive in a little bit more of their depth of schedule, but I'm going to say Arizona. I'm putting us at 2. Sorry.
Yes.
Putting us at 2. I'm going to put Tampa Bay at 3, and then probably the Rams at 4.
Okay, nice. See that? Wow. No. Yeah. Okay, I'm not far behind that. Number 1, I do agree with you. I would have to go Arizona as well. Just what they have with Kyler Murray and his ability to scramble, and then of course the wide receivers they got so many weapons they don't even know what to do with. They're very similar to us in that regard. Rondale Moore, the rookie, and then he's already looking like he's got a very bright future there. But then you're talking about D-Hop and A.J. Green kind of trying to come back into form, and then Christian Kirk and guys like that. I will say the one place that I feel like we're still better than them is our running game. I feel like we're definitely competing, and I want to do a tie for first.
You do.
I can't. I don't care. Let my bias show. Tuck it back in. But yeah, number 2, I'll probably have to go. I'm going to have to go probably Bucks right there with you. Number 3, though, God, it's really hard for me to put the Bills into this conversation because they've played a weaker schedule as well, right? But then they, and because you got even the Chiefs, like that's not a defense. That's not a scary defense or anything by any means. So, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll put them in that 3 spot. I'll put them in and then probably the Rams right after that, or Kansas City. They're kind of hand in hand to me. But again, I think what is special about our offense is what we're able, and it's really hard not to bring Lamar Jackson into this conversation right now with the way that he's playing. But I don't know. Again, I feel like offensively, talent-wise, I feel like we have so much more talent than a lot of these teams. And it really comes down to the 1-2 punch in our running backs with Pollard and Zeke.
Oh yeah.
Those other teams that I mentioned, Bucks, no run game.
None.
Rams.
No, really,
Rams, meh. Cardinals, meh. Kansas City, meh. That's one thing that we have over top of all of those guys. So I love that about us. We're talking, 300-some yard game from Dak and 200 yards rushing damn near every time for the past, 2 weeks? Or 3 weeks even? This is crazy. That's crazy to talk about. Okay, whatever.
Then we sprinkle in a little tight end love in there.
Oh, hey, go ahead. What Dalton Schultz? God, where is he at right now? Is he he's in the top 5
It's 2.
Top 2?
Second, I believe. I think he's only behind Darren Waller at this point.
Schultz, ladies and gentlemen.
Dalton Schultz.
And he's still got
1.
Yeah, they still got room to improve. To improve.
I need him to hold on to that ball.
He needs to hold on the ball.
Better.
It's been getting scary. It's getting too much.
But
credit where credit is due. He is showing up, and he's become a top target for Dak, and that's impressive when you're competing really against all these other receivers who are also getting open, right? So
exactly.
Anyway, let's go ahead and break it. Let's just finish strong.
Let's do it.
God, Cowboys. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna give them another 40 burger.
Are you?
I am. Cowboys 42, Patriots 24? 24.
See, and so, okay, so on the girls' show, I had them at 31-17, but now that I'm seeing a couple other things, I'm going 38-17.
Raise it up.
I gave us
Let's
a
go.
little extra TD in there for it
Just a
all.
little sprinkle.
A little sad, right? The pick six.
Yeah, let's go. Diggs number 7. Let's make it 8. Let's make it 8, Diggs. Why not? Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
3 sacks for Randy Gregory.
Boom.
3 sacks for Randy Gregory. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. It's going to be a nightmare
Matt
for those guys.
McCorkle-Jones. McCorkle's gonna see some Randy Gregory this weekend.
He just looks like he should be like fishing somewhere. Like on the side. Looks like he should be on a shrimp boat. Like that's the kind of guy. He's got a little bit of a Forrest Gump vibe to him. Oh, right. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hey, it's going to be a great, great game. So make sure, again, that you guys tune in. Go to starboysnetwork.com and check out everything. Like and subscribe. And we appreciate y'all. 5-1 maybe next week. 5-1.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.